All right, so our usual, close the eyes, sit up nice and tall. Yeah, roll those shoulders back, go ahead and soften them. See if we can do a nice full body relaxation, but still sitting up nice and tall. So let's follow that slow breath, maybe that 4-4 breath as we inhale for 4 counts and exhale for 4. If you'd like to inhale for 5 or 6 counts, just match the exhale with the count of the inhale. And soften around the nose and the eyes, the shoulders, down the arms. Let's go ahead and just release the count on the breath. Scanning through the body, taking notice how we feel. There's a lot going on, there's a lot to process. You can allow it to just float on by. I'm thinking about what to focus on for this practice, and of course, grounding and peace have come to mind, and I think I came to the conclusion that the best way for me to get to peace pretty quickly is to focus on gratitude. I'm going to encourage you to think about everything, make that list in your mind of everything you're grateful for right now. So maybe it's those simple things that are, the breath, somewhere to, shelter. Maybe that's food to eat, people around us, our safety, chance to live, really. Anything you can think of. Let's go ahead and stretch out the neck. Let's drop the chin toward the chest. Inhale, let's reach the chin up toward the ceiling. Go ahead and release, coming back to a neutral spine. Let's drop the right ear toward the right shoulder. Good. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, left ear toward the left shoulder. Good. Coming back up as we inhale. Let's go ahead and inhale and bring those shoulders up toward the ears, rolling back down. Follow the breath. It helps keep the eyes closed. To move with the breath. It's a great place to be. Good, relax the shoulders. Let's drop the right hand to the earth. Raise that left arm up high. Good. Find that space. See if we can find that peace, find that gratitude tonight. Let's go and exhale, release. Switching sides, reaching that right arm up this time. Good. Let's go ahead and release. Come back to neutral. Let's move any props off to the side. We can use them again. Feet on our hands and our knees in that tabletop with our shoulders above our wrists, hips above our knees. Let's go ahead and just make some circles. So as we exhale, roll on back. Inhale, come up. Just pick one direction. Spread those fingers out wide. When we come back up, switch directions. Just roll it out. Good, let's just spread those knees out wide, sink back into that child's pose, reach the arms out long, moving the forehead toward the mat or the earth. We can really connect with our breath, especially the earth. There's a lot of turmoil going on with our planet, specifically in the Utah area right now. Spread those fingers wide. See if we can send those thoughts, those vibes of gratitude. Inhale, come up on those knees and just shift the weight forward. Let's find that puppy pose, stretch out those shoulders. Breathe through those shoulders as we exhale. Allow them to soften. Good. Inhale, let's come back up, meeting on in that tabletop. Moving into cat-cow. So inhale, tailbones up in the air, stomach is full of lots of breath. Exhale, press out of those hands into that scared, maybe that angry cat. Of course, you know I like to wiggle in my cat pose. Feel free to close your eyes and move with your breath. Take a few rounds here. Good, if you still got socks on or anything like that, feel free to take those off. Walk the hands toward the front of the mat. Go ahead and tuck in the toes, pick up the hips. Let's meet in down dog. Let's find that long spine. Bend the knees a lot. So we can really get our nose closer to our toes. Pedal those heels up and down, sway those hips side to side as we walk the dog. Good. Step or hop up between the thumbs. Let's meet in a forward fold. Finding ragdoll, grabbing opposite elbows with opposite hands. It's going to sway here. You can bend the knees. Find that sweet spot where we've got that nice stretch in the back of the thighs. We've got a nice soft upper half of the body. We're shaking our head and nodding, keeping the neck loose. Good, let's lift halfway, hands on the shins. Nice long spine here. Go and inhale, lift all the way up. Reach those arms up high. Exhale, bring the hands in toward the heart. Let's sink back into a chair. Good. So raising all 10 toes off the earth. See what we can find here. Find a little burn in those thighs, warm them up a little bit. Go and inhale, reach up. See if we can find a flowing chair. As we exhale, sink back in. Good job. Inhale, reach up again. Exhale, sink back. Good. Inhale, reach up one more time. Exhale, come on in. Option to add a twist to the chair if you'd like. I like to start with my left elbow toward my right knee. Keeping those hands up toward the heart. Thighs might be tired if we've done a lot of sitting. So just listening to the body. Good, let's come back into center as we inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, let's come back in one more time and switch sides. So right elbow to left knee. Yeah, let's inhale back into center, reach all the way up. Exhale, let's forward fold. Add a little twist here, leaving the left hand on the earth, reach the right hand up tall toward the ceiling. Allow that left knee to bend. So we can twist a little bit more, a little bit deeper. Good, exhale, release that right hand, switch sides. So reaching the left arm up toward the ceiling. Allow that right knee to bend. Good, exhale, release. Inhale, lift halfway, shins on the thighs. Good, exhale, forward fold, hands all the way to the earth, step back. We're gonna take a vinyasa, so let's shift forward. Maybe you wanna start on those knees, maybe we do all of them there. Go ahead and hug it on down, kind of come halfway, and then we're gonna release the hips. Let's start in a little cobra. So just a gentle back bend. We don't need those hands. Then we'll press back into the earth. Flip the feet. Exhale, press back into downward facing dog. And pedal it out here. Good, let's inhale, step up between our thumbs, let's lift halfway. As we inhale, exhale, forward fold. Good, inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, bring those hands into the heart. Great job. Let's flow some more. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, forward fold. So we're hinging from those hips, keeping that spine long. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to the mat, step back. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Knees or toes once again. Let's come on down, cobra or up dog. Flip those toes, exhale, down dog. Good, take a few breaths here. Nice juicy exhales. Let it all out. Good, let's lift that left leg up high. Step between the thumbs and drop that right heel. Moving into a warrior one. We're facing that left knee. Always watching for that alignment. Reaching up tall, let's see if we can keep our shoulders out of our ears. Good. Let's go and exhale, find warrior two. So rotate those hips, still facing that left arm and leg. Pull those shoulder blades together. Let's reverse that warrior. Flip that left hand, drop the right, lean on back. Remember to send that gratitude right out of that left hand. Exhale, release that left elbow toward the left thigh. Reach that right arm nice and tall. Extended side angle. Maybe let off on that left arm. Let it hang. Good job. Let's inhale back to that warrior two. Inhale, swing that right arm forward. Let's rotate that back foot. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back with that left foot. Shift the weight forward. You can stay here. We could hang out in down dog or child's pose or take another vinyasa. So knees or toes, hug it on down. Cobra or up dog. Tuck the toes, exhale. Downward facing dog. So switching sides, flip that right leg up high, step between our thumbs, and drop the left heel this time. So we're facing the right knee. Spread those toes and see how much connection we can get with the earth. Okay, so always taking those opportunities, grab on with each toe. Go ahead and flow between our warriors. So exhale, warrior two. Open up those hips. Still watching that front knee, staring at that right hand this time. Let's go and reverse our warrior. Flip that right hand, drop the left. Send that exhale, that intention, those good vibes out that right hand. Maybe you want to sink in a little more, maybe not. Go ahead and come back up. Rotate that right elbow toward the right thigh, reaching that left arm up high. See if we're dumping weight on that right arm or not. And we just extend it out long. Gonna really feel long in that left side of the body. Really reach toward that, I don't know, 2 o'clock on your clock there with that arm. Good, let's inhale back up to warrior two. Swing that left arm forward, rotate the back foot. Exhale, release the hands to the mat. Step back. Go and shift the weight forward on our inhale and take one more vinyasa or hang out in child's pose or down dog, wherever we're at. Exhale, let's meet in downward facing dog. Good work. Feel free to walk that one out. Swing our left leg up high, step between our thumbs, and then drop the right knee to the earth. So finding a nice low lunge. So watching our alignment on that left knee. So we can stay down low or come up. Those hands on the hips, tuck in that tailbone. See if we can find some release in that right hip flexor. Options, raise those arms. Want to lean back and find a crescent lunge. If you'd like to add a twist to this lunge, we could keep it low, bring the hands into the heart, bring the right elbow toward the left knee. You can also pick up that left knee. If you want to add in a little more strength and balance here. Always open the arms. So many options. We're ready. Go ahead and exhale. Bring the hands back to the mat. Pick up that right knee if it's still on the earth. Step back with the left foot. Walk it out. Great job. Let's lift the right leg up high. Step between the thumbs. Left knee comes to the mat this time. So still watching for good alignment on our knee and ankle on the right side. And then just noticing, right, the difference between each side of the body. And options are the same. Hands on the hips. We're gonna lean back. Sometimes you can really feel that deep in that hip flexor with that crescent lunge as well. I'm gonna throw in that twist, bring the left elbow to the right knee this time. Stay down low, or pick up that left knee. I'm gonna come up higher. All right, let's unwind, bring the hands back to the front of the mat, step back with that right foot. Find that down dog. Let's go ahead and drop both knees to the mat. Put the big toes in toward each other. Let's sink back and find that child's pose. We're reaching out nice and long, softening that lower back. Connecting once again with the earth, finding our gratitude. Option to walk the hands toward the right side of the mat if you'd like a side body stretch on that left side. Good, come back in toward the center, walk those fingertips toward the left. Come back in toward the center. If it feels nice, bring the knees in closer together. Allow the hands to fall back along the sides of the body and the fingers pointing back. Resting the head on the mat. Let's find a few breaths here. This is one of those safe, restorative poses. These are times that might warrant wanting to just hang out in a pose like this. Let's go and inhale, come back up on those hands, tuck in the toes, pick up those hips, let's find that down dog. I think you can really stretch into this one a little deeper. Nice long spine. Let's meet at the front of our mats. So stepping up between our thumbs. Inhale, lifting halfway. Good, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach all the way up with that long, long spine. Exhale, bring the hands into the heart. Good, let's do a little standing balance. We'll keep it simple with a nice tree pose. So balancing on your right foot, pick up that left heel and just turn the left knee out to the side. So staying here, maybe want to come up just below the knee or just above the knee. Try any of those. Maybe you want to grow branches. Always an option to find those cactus arms. you wanted to, you could even do like eagle arms. You could clasp them behind the back. Okay, the sky's the limit here. Just find that point to stare at, as always, something that's not moving to help us balance. Hopefully you can feel those stabilizing muscles really engaging, trying to keep us on that balancing leg. Good job. Okay, let's go and release. Walk it out, shake it out. Good. Switching sides, so balancing on that left foot. Let's pick up the right heel this time. If I said that backwards, then do the opposite side. Find your legs here. Sometimes I do that. Just find your tree. You can find some peace here. And really challenge your balance. Try closing your eyes. Definitely adds a new dimension to it. We could try those eagle arms, stretch the back of the heart and those shoulders. Clasp them behind the back. So many good arm options. If you don't feel like having just branches, grow some other ones. I really enjoy this home practice. Good job, looking stable, looking solid. Good job. Go ahead and release. Let's walk it out. I like to take a little mountain pose, Tadasana, spread the toes. Allow the palms to be faced out away from the body. Take a few grounding breaths. Of course, those breaths of gratitude. Turn up the corners of the mouth. I think all of our nervous systems could use a little lightening. Good job. Let's go and swing those arms out. Take a nice big inhale. As we exhale, it's forward fold, bringing the hands to the earth, stepping back, taking that down dog, and then raising that right leg up high, moving to pigeon pose. So bring that right knee next to the right elbow. Allow the leg to fall down all the way to the toes, and then release that left leg all the way back. So finding that pigeon that feels right tonight. Maybe we stay here. Maybe we bring in that block. Kind of balance on those. Bring the earth closer to for the arms. Maybe you want to use that bolster or a blanket. Kind of support the body as we lay in. You can always stack fists for the forehead. We can rock the hip to the right. We're looking for a little more. See if you can really release any of the heaviness we're feeling as we exhale in this pose. It's pretty likely we've stored it in our hips. See if you can let it go. You can release it. If it helps, follow that 4-4 breath again, or whatever number you chose when we started our pranayama. That breathing. Just an option if you want to throw in a twist, you come up on those arms and twist toward that right leg that's bent. If you want to add in that quad stretch, another option would be to reach back and grab onto that left foot. So let's slowly come out of our pigeon. So tucking the toes on that left side, so we can pick up the left knee, swing that right leg back. Great time to pedal it out. Shake it, give it a good tap on the mat or the floor. Raise it up in the air. Maybe bend that right knee and allow the foot to fall toward the left. You want to really open up the hips, especially on that right side this time. Option if you want to flip the dog, you'd allow that right foot to fall over, so we're on the left. We reach up nice and tall with that right arm. Just an option. Roll back over onto that right hand. Come back into that down dog. Pick up that left foot. Swing the left knee up next to the left wrist this time. Finding pigeon on the other side. So extend that right leg out straight, all the way to the toes. Let's go ahead and move on down. Find the right pigeon for the left side of the body. See if we can melt those hips. And tell them to let go of the worry, the anxieties, the uncertainties of right now. And then that option, if you want to come up on the hands and twist toward the left side this time, to do that. You can also face forward, bend that right knee, reach back with the left hand. Gonna find that quad stretch on the right side. Let's go ahead and release. Tuck in the toes on the right side, pick up the right knee. Let's swing that left leg back, find that down dog. Shake that right foot, that left foot. Pedal it out. Maybe raise that left leg up high this time, bend the knee. Allow the foot to fall toward the right, keeping balanced on both hands. The weight balance as best as we can. And then same option, if we want to flip the dog, we'd stay on that right hand, we let that left foot rotate over, and just reach up high with that left arm. And rotate back over, find that down dog. Good, let's just exhale, release the knees to the mat. Go ahead and flip those feet around. Put the bottoms of the feet together and just find a simple butterfly. So lean forward, a nice straight spine. Maybe massage those toes, arches on those feet. close the eyes. Let's follow the breath once again. Finding that inner thigh stretch that's just right for tonight. Good, inhale, let's come back up. Pop those feet out in front. Find a seated forward fold. So I'll encourage you to start with the feet flexed first as we lean forward. You can use that strap, right, to pull on those feet or grab onto somewhere along the legs. Just kind of hold us in that spot that's just right, just the right amount of tension, where we can soften and release a little, become a little more flexible, come more into this pose as we exhale. If that feels like too much, let a little tension off the feet, or we can even point the toes. It definitely changes the stretch, but both are good and beneficial. Just gonna lean forward. Follow that breath. Yeah, let's soften and release. Come on back up. Let's do a little seated forward, seated twist. So extend the left leg out in front. Bring that right knee in toward the chest. Place hands behind the head. Let's go ahead and turn so we can grab that knee. We can either grab on or do the elbow. And the right arm will be up into our backs here. Help us sit nice and tall. Okay, so let's inhale, sit up tall, exhale, twist just a little more. Exhale, let's release, switch sides. Let's bring that left knee in toward the chest. Extend the right leg out. Hands behind the head, let's turn, grab onto that left leg. Using the left arm, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Just a micro movement here. See if we can find ease even in the spine as we twist. Okay, let's go ahead and exhale, release. Let's find our supported fish. So lots of options here, or a traditional fish. So whatever you're feeling, you got the block, you can put it in that middle of the back. Lay on back, allow the top of the head to either touch the earth, or if that's too much, you can put a blanket or a pillow under the head. I like to let the knees fall out wide, and then of course those arms off to the sides. That helps open up in those shoulders and the chest. You can also bring them overhead. Feels amazing to me in the upper shoulders, or the shoulders and the upper back. Can also use, got the bolster, or fold up a blanket or two, or pillows. You can even put it on a block or something else. If you want to make it a little bit softer, a little bit more comfortable. Just find that right height. For me, the bolster and the block is, or the blanket and the block is a little too much. So I'd probably need 2 blocks in the blanket so I had support for the head. We just have to be creative as we're home. And I know it can be hard to have a personal practice without someone there. Sometimes it just doesn't happen. But hopefully we can use what we've got and even put in a few minutes every day, even if it's only a couple. Help with our peace, our grounding, just our mental and overall wellness. Remembering to connect and find that breath. Use that pranayama to soften our nerves, diffuse a situation, especially those that are out of our control. And slowly come back up, bring those knees in toward each other. Move those props to the side once again. Let's find a lying twist. So rolling onto our backs, just grab onto the knees, slowly come back. Let's go ahead and just allow them to rock side to side for a minute. Make those circles on the ceiling. Sacrum will probably appreciate that little massage as we lower those knees away from the rest of the body. Rock side to side. You feel ready, just allow the knees to fall toward the right side of the mat. Want to shift to stay on the mat, you can do that. Let's extend that left arm out so we can gaze over the left arm. Like a deeper twist, as always, you can throw that left leg over top of the right. And pull on it gently with that right hand. Taking the advantage of twists and aiding our digestion. Finding a little detox in the spine. But maybe even more importantly, just breathing through it, finding that peaceful place. Already, go ahead and bring the knees back in toward the center. And then allow them to fall to the left this time. Let's extend that right arm out. We can glance over it, maybe throw that right leg over top of the left. Or if there's some other lying twist that you prefer, go ahead and do that now. Go ahead and exhale and release. Coming back into center. Let's pop the feet up into the air, find our inversion. So maybe that's happy baby. Maybe we'd like waterfall. Straighten those legs out. Got something to prop under, a block, a bolster, a blanket. Any of those will feel nice. I'm gonna prop up the hips. I'm gonna find that supported shoulder stand. You can prop up those hips even higher. Place the hands on the lower back. Just making sure we're not dumping any weight into the neck, keeping the gaze along the legs. But no matter the inversion you choose, feel free to pop the toes, roll the ankles, spread the toes out. Always move around between any of the options. We may have increased swelling in the legs and the feet. We find ourselves sitting more, being more at home. If you want to, we're at home, we can always just prop up against the wall. It's a great one to make it a really restorative pose. Get a pillow for the head. So we say it doesn't have to be fancy. Just want to reap the benefits of inversion. We can make it more or less intense. Doesn't really matter. Whatever feels right to the body. Wherever we can stay for a couple of minutes. Good. Let's go ahead and slowly bring the feet back down toward the mat. Remove the props once again if we're using any. It's a good time to put on socks or a jacket once again. If you got your oil nearby, help you settle in. Wish I was there to rub it in there for you on your temples, but see if we can find the next best things. If there's any other pose, it's a good time to fit it in. Maybe you just want to reach those arms up overhead and the legs out. Nice and long. Can feel nice just put the bottoms of the feet together. Maybe put one hand on the heart, one on the stomach. Connecting once again with the body. That energy, those thoughts and feelings of gratitude. Feel free to stay in that pose or just find a traditional corpse pose. And soften around the eyes, in between the eyes, that third eye. Relaxing, softening around the nose and the mouth. Allowing the tongue and the jaw to relax. And even softening the ears and behind the ears, down the neck, melting those shoulders into the mat. Down the arms, the forearms, the hands, and the fingertips. Releasing tension down the spine. Breathing once again through the hips, softening. Relaxing the legs, the thighs, around the knees. Softening the calves, around the ankles, the feet and the toes. Feeling the peace. I'd like to share a quote with you, or maybe two. I have found a couple I loved. You have the power to adjust your life experience simply by being grateful. Gratitude makes sense of your past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow. Begin lengthening the breath, finding movement in the hands and the feet, maybe wiggling the fingers and toes. And if you'd like to, roll over onto one arm. So find the fetal position. Enjoy many breaths there. Another safe, restorative pose or position. When you feel ready, come back up to a seat and join me there. Go ahead and bring the hands in toward the heart, or always the option for that third eye between the eyebrows. Taking a nice deep breath. Just let it all go. Let's find two more of those. Nice deep breath in. Nice cleansing exhale. One more. Maybe even smile as we let it go. Take a few more breaths. Feel the gratitude for the many good things in our lives, for the peace that we can feel focusing on our breath, for the connections, the community that we have. Thank you for being here and joining me, even if it is a little farther away. I'm grateful for this practice. May we experience more peace as we focus on gratitude. Namaste.